Hi, and in this video, I'm going to be sharing 9 steamy touches that make a man melt instantly. Hi ladies, Matt Shaffer here, your empowerment, connection, and relationship coach. And I'm a former attorney who's committed his life to supporting you and having the sort of fun, fulfilling, dynamic connections and relationships with men that you are so worthy of. And I am so excited about today's video. We're going to be pulling back the sheets, pun very intended, on 9 sexy, sensual ways that you can touch a man both in or out of the bedroom that are going to absolutely blow his mind and be 100% unforgettable to him. And you don't have to be a contortionist or an advanced tantric practitioner to do these touches. These are simple, powerful ways to touch a man that are extremely activating to him and that are going to help him lower his walls and connect with you both physically and emotionally. But before we dive in, be sure to hit that little subscribe button, and you're definitely going to want to click the link up at the top of this video and down in the description, because I have an amazing free live love course coming up on February 23rd called Mastery of Connection. And this is a 3-week live course experience with me to help you transform your relationships with men and everyone else in your life from the inside out. We're going to help you identify and change your patterns in relationship by looking at your belief system, your attachment style, and your personality type with over 15 video lessons and over 50 hours of live coaching with me. It's an incredible high value experience. I guarantee you'll get a ton out of it, so you have nothing to lose. It's absolutely free. Go ahead and click that link, and I look forward to seeing you there. And without further ado, let's dive into the video. Now let's get into these touches, and be sure to stay tuned to the end because I've got a special bonus move that's going to absolutely rock his world. Now, tip and touch number 1 is the hair massage and pull. And this is something you can do when you are kissing him really deeply, or you're on top of him, maybe you're even riding him, or he's even on top of you, where you take your fingertips and your nails and you just dig them into his hair. Hopefully his hair is down, not like mine is all up and back, right? And you really just use your fingertips and your nails to massage his scalp. There's so many nerve endings there. It's such a beautiful additional layer of sensation to you making out with him or making love with him, right? And then after you've really got his hair, and you're massaging his scalp, go ahead and just give it a little pull. It feels so good. And whether his hair is long or short, he's gonna love it. And if he doesn't have any hair, just massage his beautiful bald scalp. But I'm sure he's gonna love that too. But if he's got any hair to work with, give it a little tug. I guarantee you he's gonna like it. And here's a little bonus tip that makes that one even hotter, is that while you're pulling his hair, pull his head back and then start kissing his neck or running your teeth down his neck. That is super sexy. It's got some power dynamic vibes to it, and he'll be thinking about it for days. Now trust me, touch number 2 will really drive him crazy. It's the inner thigh tease and hold. So during foreplay or while you're kissing him and in the early stages of intimacy, just take your hand, take just your fingertips and just gently just drift them up his kneecap, up his thigh, and right before you get to the promised land, just stop. Just stop, and just so you can feel him yearning for you to go those last couple inches, right? Don't do it. Just sit there in the tension of that and just stroke his thigh back and forth, And in that tension of him desiring so much more, there's so much sexual polarity that's created there. And also on top of that, the inner thigh is actually a really, really super sensitive spot for most men that they never usually get touched. Like pretty much anything around there in that area is incredibly sensitive, and it feels really good to have that area just caressed and played with, So just be willing to sit in that tension with him, and then maybe even kiss him. That's a nice pro tip for that. Kiss him gently and softly while you're teasing that area, and it's going to make him loco, I promise. Now touch number 3 is so good. It's the lower back press and arch. So when he's on top of you and the two of you are making out or you're being intimate, right? Go ahead and take your hands, slide them down to his lower back right above his hips, and press down on them. But just press him so that you're pulling him into you, right? And at the same time, arch your back so that you're getting even more open to him. Just demonstrate to him that you're hungry for him, that you want more of him, that you want him even deeper, within you. That feeling from a man's perspective is so hot. It's so empowering. It really makes us feel really deeply in our masculine. You really want to remember, men are very visual and energetic creatures. And so when we feel that energy, that you're craving more of us and even deeper and more intimately with you, that's something that is going to turn him on so much. I promise, give it a shot. And a little pro tip for this one, while you're doing that, while you're arching your back and you're pressing down on his lower back to push him further into you, just softly moan his name, right? Say his name or do some moan or some sort of auditory feedback. The combination of the physical and the energetic stimulation along with the auditory stimulation, he's gonna have sensory overload. He's gonna love it. Now, touch number 4 is subtle but really great. It's the slow chest exploration. So the way to do this is during foreplay or when you're laying there with him and things are soft and gentle and just getting going, take your hand, take the palm of your hand or your fingertips and just trace them along his chest, like trace them around the outside of his chest, trace them around his nipples, like you're trying to memorize the contours and the curves of his body. When you do that, you're really helping a man feel like you desire and appreciate him, like all of him, not just the areas that get the work done. You know what I'm saying? Like a man loves feeling appreciated for his body, especially if he's someone who maybe is a little self-conscious about his body. So don't be afraid to just use your hand to just sort of caress him and explore him in a way that's demonstrating that you appreciate all of him, not just his baby making parts. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
And also a little pro tip along this, don't just use the palms of your hands or the pads of your fingers, use your nails. The sensation of light nails just sort of caressing your chest is the best feeling. And I guarantee you, he's gonna really enjoy it. The tip number 5 is the hip grip and guide. And this speaks to the fundamental principle, y'all, that men are not mind readers. We do not inherently know how you like to be made love to. We don't inherently know exactly how you like oral. We don't know these things. So one of the great ways for you to communicate that is not even to just tell us what you want, but to actually non-verbally guide us into doing exactly what it is that you want, right? So if, for example, we're on top of you and we're inside of you and we're doing our thing, grab our hips, right? And move us in exactly the way that you want. You can change the angle, you can change the pace, but just sort of guide us non-verbally by gripping his hips and just moving him the way that you want. Or if he's giving you oral, you can grab his ears like they're his hips and move that the way that you want. You can use, the way that you're pulsing your own hips to sort of make him see the sort of stimulation and sort of motion that you want. Don't be afraid to sort of take action and guide him non-verbally. It's super hot and it's really, really, really helpful for us because at the end of the day, if we're in this situation with you, we're making love to you, we're engaging in intimacy with you, we want you to feel good. We want to do things with you exactly the way that you want them. So don't leave us just out here guessing, right? If what we're doing is working or not. Guide us, and if we're doing it right, moan. Tell us how much you like it. Tell us that we're doing a great job. Men love to be acknowledged for their actions, and nowhere is that more true than in the bedroom. Now, touch number 6 might sound a little funny, but I promise it's very sensual and intimate. It is the chest-to-chest grind. And so while you're on top of him, whether you're riding him or you're just making out and your shirt is off, just take a second and just start rubbing and grinding your hips against his hips in a circular motion, and then just let your chest and let your breasts just sort of drag along his chest and press yourself fully down onto him, like chest to chest. It is such a powerful feeling for a guy, that full body contact, and then just the feeling and the sensation of his chest and your breasts just sort of rubbing together like that. It is a magical feeling, and it's really going to create a sense of intimacy and really help slow things down with a guy, especially if they're escalating and getting hot and heavy. And a pro tip to use when you're doing this move is to kiss his neck or his ears. If you do that while you're just rubbing your chest against his chest like this, oh my gosh, he is going to absolutely love it, and it's going to bring you two a lot closer. Now, touch number 7 is a personal favorite of mine. It is the earlobe breath and whisper. So while you two are being intimate and you're super close, whether you're on top of him or he's on top of you, just sort of bite on his earlobe, begin to kiss his ear, and then just breathe into it very sensually. The earlobes, the ears are a huge erogenous zone for most men, right? It's an incredibly sensitive area, and all the touch and all the sensations there are extremely amplified. So a gentle nibble on his earlobe, some sexy breathing into his ear, it is going to absolutely rock his world. And then start whispering how good he feels. Whisper how much you're enjoying what he's doing, how he's touching you, how great it feels to have him inside you. Whatever it is, whatever you're loving, just whisper it. He's going to absolutely go crazy, I promise. And a pro tip on this one is to vary the sensations, right? You could nibble on his earlobe. You could kiss his ear. You could even use your tongue on his ear a little bit. You can whisper very gently and just breathe in his ear, or maybe even moan a little louder, right? Within reason. Don't scream in it, but by varying the sensations and the types of experiences, you're going to give him just so much pleasure, he's going to melt. Now, touch number 8 is a very powerful tease to use during foreplay, and it's the V-line worship. And this is where you use your hand or maybe even your tongue, and you just run it really slowly down the V-line, which is that line that goes from his hip to his groin. So just going up and down his V-line and then stopping right before you get to the promised land, the one place where he really wants you to go. Just stop there and then go back up and just sort of caress up and down with your fingers, or maybe with your mouth, your lips, or your tongue. Just something to that's a huge erogenous zone for most men that very rarely gets any sort of attention. And by just continuing to just play with that line there, you're going to really drive him wild and activate him and build up the anticipation of when things finally fully go the distance. So try that, play with the V-line a little bit and see how much he loves it. Now, touch number 9 is really great for building connection during intimacy, and it's the jawline hold and eye contact. And this is basically when you guys are having sex, when you're being intimate, whether you're on top or he's on top, whatever the position is, as long as y'all are facing each other, right? Just sort of cup his jaw and bring his face up so that you two can make direct eye contact. Because chances are he's going to be wanting to look at other things, right? Other parts of you maybe. But if you go ahead and bring his head up so that he has to make eye contact with you, it's going to lock him into a whole different experience with you, where the two of you can connect at a deeper level. And especially at that point, if you start saying to him, whispering to him how great whatever he's doing is, or how good it feels, or how much you love him or care about him, or whatever is feeling authentic to you in that moment, it's just going to do a lot to deepen that connection and make the sex or the intimacy that much more meaningful, right? And also you're sort of like being courageous and taking a little bit of control by moving his head up. So I invite you to try that, especially with a guy who maybe is a little distracted and all over the place during intimacy, and just see if it deepens the type of connection that you feel with him during sex. And now it's time for that bonus move that's going to absolutely rock his world. And that is the full body post-intimacy embrace. And so once intimacy has completed, the fireworks have happened, and everybody is just sort of out of breath and exhilarated, instead of rolling over and just going back to whatever you were doing or going out and watching TV or something, just take your whole body and just completely intertwine with him. Chest to chest, leg over him, arms intertwined. Just become like a human pretzel, right? And just let yourselves just be connected fully, physically, emotionally, energetically. That time after intimacy is the brain is producing so much oxytocin, right? Which is a bonding chemical. And when you cuddle with a partner after sex, like with that full body type embrace, it promotes the creation of more of that oxytocin and more of that bonding chemical between the two of you. And it also cultivates a deep sense of emotional safety for men. It's very meaningful emotionally for a man to truly feel held. Like, men don't really get to feel that very often or ever in their lives, you know? So it'll create a deep space of intimacy that's not just great for you two to just lay there and be in silence, but actually have vulnerable conversations. Like, it's called pillow talk for a reason, right? There's a beautiful sacred window after intimacy for the two of you to really drop in and talk. And especially if you're doing like a full body embrace and maybe you're caressing him a little bit, you guys could really have some really powerful conversations. So be sure to give that one a shot and see how it goes. I guarantee you he's gonna love it. So there you go, ladies. 9 steamy touches to make a man melt instantly. These are going to be so much fun. Get out there, try them. And the last thing I want to share is don't put pressure on yourself to do any of this stuff perfectly. All a man really truly wants is to feel your energy, your enthusiasm, your passion, and your intention to really just cultivate and share a powerful experience with him. That's all he wants, is to get lost in the present moment of sensuality and passion and love with you, right? And these touches are designed to help you do that, right? So just get in there, do them with passion and enthusiasm, and he is gonna absolutely love it. Be sure to let me know in the comments which ones are working for you, which ones you loved, and what your experience was. I always love hearing about that. And you're definitely going to want to click that link up at the top of this video and down in the description. Join us in Mastery of Connection. We're going to be transforming your relationships with men and everyone else from the inside out. It's 50+ hours of live coaching. It's 15 video lessons. This is literally a $2,000 value course that I'm giving to you absolutely free. You have nothing to lose by signing up and coming along on this journey with us. So click that link, fill out the quick application, and I look forward to seeing you over there. And be sure to stay tuned to this next video where I'm going to be taking you through 10 more steamy touches that are going to make a man melt. These are even better ones that you're going to hear next. So click that next video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Now, when it comes to foreplay and sex, things have a tendency to get a little routine, am I right? So what I'm doing with these 10 new touches is to give you new ways to turn him on.